In almost everywhere in this world, you will find there are always some people who would like to show themselves as superiors. Maybe they buy and wear luxury bags, clothes, shoes, and watches. Maybe they live in fantastic houses and drive fabulous cars. Maybe they enter world-class schools and learn from top intellectuals. Maybe they upgrade into successful immigrants from undeveloped countries to developed countries. Maybe they think themselves were born with noble lineage. Maybe they feel so glorious when they are around with celebrities and limelight. Maybe they are with big political power and social titles. Or they do nothing but somehow feel badly lucky when they find others are inferior. Maybe others are poorer than them, born in a less loving family, less knowledgeable than them, in a lower position than them, or lower social class than them in a society. Anyway, people are addicted to a sense of superiority, especially in the age of social media. Why? Why humans pursue such feeling of superiority? In this video, let's discover it from a psychological, sociological, and self-discovery perspectives. Ready? Go! Social comparison theory. Social comparison theory, which is developed in 1954 by psychologist Leon Festinger, is the idea that individuals determine their own social and personal values based on how they stack up against others. In other words, comparing with others is like holding a compass in a society. With conventional social wisdom, people use it to position themselves where they are in a social structure, even who they are with social labels. So, once people activate, the results of a self-evaluation must be comparable, higher or lower, good or bad. If no, I'm an independent-minded individual, I only live in my own world, the result will be evaluated. If there is no such social comparison for many people, oh no, I don't know what I am, who I am. Generally, when you engage in a downward comparison, in whatever ways I mentioned at the beginning of this video, all better things on you make you feel your self-image has been improved, your self-value leveled up, your self-esteem enhanced, and your deep feeling of pride and honor light up. Nice! As you are encouraged by such social organizations, then you will like to make more efforts. Also, friendly competition is highly effective in pushing you to access more, as peers push each other to keep up and do more. As a result, you are shaping a positive and healthy psychological self-enhancement loop between your inner self and the outside world. In other words, if you use social network wisely to push yourself to be better ones, as your feeling of superiority is gradually fulfilled, such positive encouragement help you to live better in a society. But be careful if you fall into narcissism, overconfidence, and arrogance on the way of pursuing the feeling of superiority. There are dangers to each approach, insecurity and jealous from others, which will bother you in a negative way. An extreme healthy affection, a superiority case, is an extreme racist like what Nazis did to Jewish in World War II, and how such racism has been heavily criticized by the whole world later. Pyramid social structure. As ordinary citizens, although you are living in the best age ever through all human history, in such great age for now, humans worldwide are still socializing and organizing themselves in a general pyramid social structure. Say, in almost organizations, families, schools, companies, NGOs, governments, all kinds of nations worldwide, even the whole international community. All designed organizational structure is pyramid. A top leader or a head of elites or the top rich are in the highest place. Management level with a little bit more people, or the middle class are in the middle, and the majority are at the bottom. Believe it or not, even if you are in the most democratic and socialistic countries in the world, or even if you are in the most equal rights companies, somehow the pyramid social structure works behind there. So it provides an objective and intangible social environment where people work hard for getting promotion, for upgrading their professional positions or social class, for going ahead to be higher and higher, better and better. Because people know that in such social structure, only a few top are allowed to get the best social resources. So, on one hand, many social climbers will spare no efforts to gain as many as honored social labels as possible to get social recognitions in their ways. Luxury bags, clothes, shoes, and watches, fantastic houses and fabulous cars, world-class schools and teachers, vanity and celebrities, limelight and the public influence. Believe it or not, pursuing this sense of superiority has become so profound in human long history worldwide that even people subverted the old political and social structure and created a new organization. Then they created so-called new but actually the same social structure. Say, more than 200 years ago, America established their new nation, but in social recognition system, wealth has replaced the lineage. Education has replaced the fixed social class, and when the United States has become the most powerful country in the world recently, new immigrants think themselves superior than those in their undeveloped motherlands. In one word, the core of the pursuit for the superiority remains. Self-esteem construction. Essentially, whether you are a superior or inferior, it only matters your self-esteem. Self-esteem is a self-confidence, self-love, and self-respect in one's own worth and abilities. The real building of self-esteem can take a lifelong process, but no worries, this is also an interesting self-discovery journey, and the ultimate goal of it is to balance your inner self out between you and the outside world. When you are young, it's very natural that your self-esteem is built or influenced by the outside world much more, including family or school education, peers' influence, media, and conventional wisdom. Why? Because your life experience and mind are blank, and you have not yet capable of knowing yourself without this outside social structure. So very naturally, your feeling of superiority or inferiority follows the conventional social standards or the pyramid social structures to go up and down. When you think or misunderstand these visible material things easily give you a sense of social recognition and self-security in social life, of course you will buy them to label yourself. However, self-esteem is not a fixed state. Instead, it goes with high self-esteem and low self-esteem as your life experience ups and downs. Also, according to famous psychologist Adler's theory of individual psychology, a superiority complex and an inferiority complex are tied together, which means a person who acts as superior to others, hold others as less worthy, is actually hiding a feeling of inferiority. So you had better ask yourself honestly whether those superior visible material things do give you a sense of superiority or a sense of security, or they actually just hide your sense of inferiority inside. So if you are with a high esteem, good. Let's learn how to open yourself to face criticism from others. If you are with low esteem, fine. Let's learn how to encourage yourself to evolve into better persons. After all, we are all humans who are doomed to not be perfect, right?